Hello, and welcome to the radio talk show, Romeo and Juliet, where we will be talking about Romeo and Juliet. I am your host, Jabri Jones, and this is my co-host,
Nash Chancellor.
We're best buddies.
No, we're not. The scene we're going to be doing today is Act 3, Scene 1, the public place in Verona, the scene where Tybalt kills Mercutio and then Romeo kills Tybalt. Of course, there's some small things that go on between that. They don't just die. So the scene starts with Benvolio saying, "I pray thee, good Mercutio, let's retire. The day is hot, the Capulets are abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl. For now, these hot days is the mad blood stirring."
More or less what his friends try to tell him is probably common sense. More or less it's, let's stay inside and not fight because it's super hot outside. Pretty much what he's saying. But then Mercutio says, "Thou art like one of these fellows that when he enters the confines of the tavern, claps me, tavern, thank you, his sword upon the table and says, God send me no need of thee, and by the operation of the second cup draws him his drawer when indeed there is no need."
Now Benvolio responds as, "Am I like such a fellow?" Mercutio then says, "Come, come, thou art as hot, Jack, in thy mood as any in Italy, and soon be moved to be moody, and soon moody to be moved."
More or less, dude's like, come on, let's just stay, but Mercutio's kind of putting up a stubborn little fight.
So now, we don't have much time today, so we are going to skip ahead a little bit. So, this is the part where Tybalt enters the scene, and Benvolio says, "By my head, here come the Capulets."
And, okay. By my heel, I care not.
Tybalt now enters, saying, "Follow me close, for I will speak to them. Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you."
Mercutio then responds, but one word with one of us, couple it with something, make it a word and a blow.
Tybalt then responds, "You should find me apt enough to that, sir, and you will give me an occasion."
Mercutio, could you not take some occasion without giving?
Tybalt then says, "Mercutio, thou consorts with Romeo?"
And just to take a slight pause here, what's going on here is basically Tybalt walking in thinking that he's almost the prince of everything, especially over the Capulets, is kind of, at this case, I see being like a little jerk. He walks in thinking that they're going to do whatever he says, but really they're just people, just mind their own
And
business.
at this point, he's looking for Romeo for a duel. And then Mercutio, angry, sort of, says, "Consort, wouldst thou make us minstrels, and thou make minstrels of us? Look to hear nothing but discords. Here's my fiddlestick, here's that shall make you dance. Zounds, consort."
You do not want to know what a fiddlestick is. Moving on. Benvolio. We talk here in public haunts of men. Either withdraw upon some private place, or reason coldly of your grievance, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze on us. More or less, he's saying, private or right here.
He's concerned for the citizens seeing them fight, because the prince has already said that, basically, if you keep fighting,
I kill you.
pretty much. So then Mercutio, not caring, says, "Men's eyes were made to look, and let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure."
My point, he's very stubborn. I don't get this dude. Why is he so
He's
stubborn?
prideful. Okay. So now Romeo enters, and so Tybalt sees him, and says, "Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man."
Mercutio then responds, but I'll hang it, sir, if he wears you liberally. Mary, go before to field. He'll be your follower, your worship, in the sense may call him mad.
Tybalt then says, Romeo, the love I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
And
That's mean. That's just...
well, back then, it's almost like calling, as if I call my buddy here, the B word.
Alright, so now we're going to go a little bit ahead here. So, now, Tybalt tries to fight Romeo, but Romeo is saying that, let's see, saying, I do protest, I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise. Till thou shalt know the reason of my love, and so good Capulet, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied. So he's saying he doesn't want to fight, and he's also telling Tybalt that he loves him more than he knows, because Tybalt is now his cousin, because Romeo and Juliet are now married.
Well, add on to this, in most cases they could not fight even if they wanted to, because they are family.
Hmm? And so now, Tybalt is angry, still wants to fight. Now Mercutio jumps in saying, good king of cats, nothing but 1 year 9 lives, that's what lives. That I mean to make bold withal, and as you shall use my hereafter dry beat, the rest of the 8 will pluck your sword out of his plitcher, I think I said that wrong, by the ears, make haste, lest mine be about your ears, eerie it be out.
But Tybalt responds, I am for you.
Gentle Mercutio, put thy raptor up.
Mercutio, come sir, your passado do.
So now they fight, and Romeo tries to break them apart, and during the fight, Tybalt takes a cheap shot, because he's a cheater.
Not literally a cheap shot.
Cheap shot. But, and then stabs Mercutio through Romeo's arm. Then Mercutio, after a second, realizes that this is a very bad wound, and that he's going to die. So before he dies, he curses both their houses because of the conflict between them and stuff like that. And so then Romeo, talking to him as he's dying, Mercutio asks, why did you come between us? And Romeo says, I thought all for the best. Now, afterwards, Mercutio then dies, and everyone gets really tense.
Tense. Try Romeo, he went out to kill him.
Yeah. So then Romeo goes out and chases Tybalt, and then they fight, and then Tybalt falls.
And Benvolio then says, Romeo away, be gone. The citizens are up, and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the prince will doom thee death, if thou art taken. Haste, be gone, away. More or less, Benvolio is trying to be a good friend and saying, run. Because in this case, it's almost like the police coming by saying, if I see you fight again, I'm going to shoot you. And that's what the prince will kind of do. If it was modern times.
So then the prince says, and for that offense immediately we do exile him. Hence, so they're talking about Romeo, I think, being exiled. And, yeah, that's pretty much the scene.
Well, yeah, we'll talk more about it next week. So please tune back into Romeo and Juliet Radio Talk Show. Good night, folks.